What's good, guys? I'm Froggy, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you a tour of my game room. So here we go. So, starting with the main attraction, this entertainment center here, where I play all my new stuff, all my new games. So here's my TV. Here's the Switch dock. And here's like controller, so Pro controller, little Joy-Con grip, and Xbox 360 controller. So yeah, here's my Xbox 360, Sega Genesis Mini 1 and 2, which the Xbox 360 and the Sega Genesis Mini 1 and 2 are the only video game consoles that I have that are not Nintendo. Every single other console that I have is Nintendo. So, so here's my NES Classic and SNES Classic. The NES Classic I drew on, but I was able to get the drawing off with alcohol. Some ink came off right there. And then this I couldn't really get off, and the little flap is gone. But they work. Everything works. So, yeah. And over here's all my Lego sets. You got like this, like mushrooms, like plush, and this like little like nightlight. I don't know. I can't even remember when I got that, but I'm assuming I was little because a nightlight. I don't need a nightlight. Like what? I guess it's still cool though, just because it's a mushroom. But anyways, here's the Bowser's Castle playset that I got. And it was really hard to build, but here it is. You got I don't have a Peach, but I do have a Bowser and a Mario up here. So here's Bowser. You got this little like thing, it falls, and then you got like these like sounds you can make with this button up here. It's right here. Yeah. So it's really cool. So you get Mario and fight him. So yeah. Okay, that's all those sounds. So yeah. That's the Bowser's Castle playset. And then all my Lego sets, most of them are Minecraft, but there are a few that aren't, like that one and that one. And this really cool X-Wing down here. And that one. I got that one at a Christmas party. I decided to build it and just put it there. But most of them are Minecraft, so yeah. And by the way, all of this is stuff that I've gotten over the years. And the oldest console that I have is probably gonna be Sam's Red DS. But that's not really mine. It used to be mine. It was actually my first gaming console. I can't believe I have my first. But I gave it to Sam because. Anyways, yeah. Over here is all my old stuff. Here's my Wii. We believe the laser lens is messed up. And I got the super scratched up copy of Mario Kart Wii. I was able to return it. And here is Wii Fit in Your Shape. Now, I don't have a balance board, and I don't have a stupid USB camera, so I cannot play either of them. But we think the laser lens is going out, so. Here's my NES here. It used to not work, but I was able to get it to work. Telling you the whole story would take too long. So yeah, no game in there, but it does work, and I have used it. This is my uncle's N64 that I'm borrowing. The remote to my CRT, and this is the remote to my flat screen. And so yeah, this is the like Pac-Man plug and play thingy. Takes 4 AA's. Pretty cool. Now, here's a Mario that I painted yesterday. I didn't know I was that good at painting, but I painted that. Trust me. I wouldn't lie. I promise. Anyway, so yeah. Yeah. So here's my closet. Oh wait, by the way, this is my Switch. My brother has a Switch as well, but this is my Switch. So yeah, and this is a case. So yeah. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for. Oh my gosh, how could I not forget on top? So here's some Lego stuff. So yeah, X-Wing, these things, these dolls, Luigi toys, Mario toys. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they're good for decoration, just because, they're for the Mario movie, because it's coming out on April 3rd, I believe, or April 7th. Anyways, here's the, here's a little, I got this from one of my cousins. This is a Mario playset. I got the pipe. Like, press this, and like a coin pops up. Go back in there. A bit. Mario stands in this pipe. You can also go down it. Has like a little platform. Has this little thing you can move. Blocks here, interchangeable parts. Turbo Man. Really, really cool. Globe and stuff just piled up. I wouldn't call it crap, but just stuff. Screwdrivers, broken DS light. So pretty sure this was my cousin Zachary's. So yeah, I got a replacement battery for it, but it can't charge. It was working because the battery had some power on it, but yeah, and it's having trouble like saying how much power it has. Like I leave it on for a while, then it say it had low battery. Then I turn it off and back on, say it was full. So I don't know. It's very confusing. It won't charge, and I put a toothpick down in there to try to get dust out, and there wasn't really anything in there. And I just ended up making it glitchy, and the screen was glitching out, and I don't know what caused that. I'm assuming it was me putting a toothpick down into the charging port. So I don't know. It's just really it's broken. It doesn't work correctly. So yeah. Now, my closet. Yeah. So I got some gaming stuff here. This is my Switch collection. It's pretty big. We got pretty cool stuff. So that's my Switch collection. I'm not gonna go over all of them. So the NES RF Switch. I don't actually use this. I use the AV. I used for that. But for that video I did hooking up an NES, I just decided to use the RF because it's more classic. Anyways, yeah. Here is the Game Boy Advance. When I first got it, it didn't have a. By the way, I got this for free from my uncle. So shout out to him, I guess. So yeah. Game Boy Advance buttons, and cartridge port, and so yeah. It didn't come with a battery case, but I did get an off-brand replacement one. Now right here, it matches pretty well with this lighting. But if I were to go outside, it would be a lot whiter than the rest. So, but I don't really care because now now I don't need to put my fingers on batteries. And here's the games. Let me go ahead and show you these. Okay, here we go. So in here is let me just move that. Okay, in here is so the Game Boy Advance can obviously play Game Boy Advance games, but it can also play the original Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games. So the only actual Game Boy Advance game that I have is in here somewhere. Here it is. It's NES Classic Series Legends of Zelda. Okay. It's a notification. So yeah, here we go. This is it. It's in pretty good condition. Works. Love Zelda. Tetris. This used to be my uncle's. One of my uncles. Mario Golf for Game Boy Color. Wario Land 3 for Game Boy Color. Pac-Man for Game Boy. This used to be my uncle's as well. One of my uncles. Yeah, the Pac-Man and Tetris used to be. Donkey Kong Land 2. So yellow for bananas. And finally, Super Mario Land. Got this off of DK Oldies. So it's called phonetically flawed copy, but it works perfectly. And I am not. And I couldn't be more happy. Well, actually, I could be more happy if it was in better condition, but I don't really care about condition. I just care about if it works. Like, it could not even have a sticker on it, and I wouldn't really care. But at least it does have a sticker, and the sticker's not in that bad of condition. So yeah, that's all the that is all of the Game Boy stuff. Next up is this 2DS, this white one. So I've actually had 3 2DSs. So the red one, which we lost, and then a blue one, which got broken by Sam when he was like 2. That was a long time ago. If I can remember correctly, this blue table, that blue table right there, was over here. Okay, and he would throw it a lot. And so what he would do is he was over here, and he was right here, and he threw it, and it slid across the floor under that table, and the table was right here, and I looked at it, and it was broken. So yeah, I've been living in this house for a while. In fact, longer than I've lived in any other house. When I was like really little, like 5 and like 4, we were moving quite often. So yeah, that's that. And then we got the games. So next, we got the charger to my 2DS here. There it is. Now, the 2DS can play DS games, originally get DS games, and I'm pretty sure the original, like the 3DS can play original DS games, but yeah. And so the 2 original DS games that I have, I'll go ahead and show them to you, is New Super Mario Bros. It's probably my favorite one that I have, and then Mario Kart DS. It refuses to focus, I'm sorry, but, you know. And then we also have, it's like I heard the game, whatever. So, yeah. We got some pretty decent titles. We got Super Mario 3D Land. Ultimate NES Remix. This is a nostalgic one. One of the first games that I got. Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS. Been a while since I played that one. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I believe this one actually, because of the Red DS, got lost because my brother has a Red DS. The Red DS was my first DS, was my first 2DS, and we lost it, and it was lost for a long time until we found it one day, and this was in it, the New Super Mario Bros. 2. So I'm glad that we found it. And Mega Man Legacy Collection. It does not want to focus, but Mega Man Legacy Collection. It won't focus. No matter what I do. It doesn't. Anyways, yeah. I don't think I forgot any. No. So yeah, those are all the DS stuff. 2DS stuff. DS stuff. I don't even know what to say. But yeah. So yeah, that's that. So, yeah. I don't really know anything. Oh yeah, this. I want to show you this that I got down here. Got this from my grandparents. It is okay, when I hooked it up at their house to test it, so I have AV cable and power, but I don't have controllers or a game. And when I played it earlier, when I played it at their house, it was weird colors and stuff. So yeah, and it turned on. I remember it turned on, but that light didn't come on. So I don't know. It takes a security bit, so like a game bit. So can't open it up yet. But the pin connector looks okay. You can see in there. But this old Super Nintendo, so yeah, it's old. And there's something wiggling around in there, so it didn't smoke. And it was playing Super Mario World, but just with weird colors, and I couldn't control the game. It also was playing. I also put in this Inspector Gadget game into it. It was like all the colors were brighter, and I couldn't control it. So I don't know, but I can't do anything until I can take it apart. So, but yeah, got this short-circuited. I also got this from my grandparents. I got this short-circuited cannot think. Star Wars plug and play. It was working, but it wouldn't turn off. No matter what I did with the power switch, it would not turn off. So I had to take the batteries out. So yeah, and yes, yeah, it's a little AV plug and play. So yeah, I think that's it. Actually, I think that is it. And then this. And so, can I just open this without it just falling? So, okay. Here it is. So we got this like little waterproof nano boat racer. Here's the boat. It has a little water sensor. Recharges from this. The top plugs into it and like recharges from the batteries. These are the two AAAs that came in it. I took them out because to avoid corrosion, because I won't be able to use this till summer comes. But I did test it by filling up my sink with water, so it does work and stuff. That's like GoPro thing. This is like it's in this waterproof case, and then we got all these like mounting gear for different things. So yeah, when summer comes, I definitely want to like record, and I also need a micro SD card. So that's that. Now I want to show you something that's not actually in my game room, because I had nowhere to put it in my game room. Why is this on? I'm just gonna unplug this, and that's hot. That wall block's hot. Anyways, so yeah. So in here, I'm gonna turn on the light, but in here is all of this is my NES collection. So all of these that you see, all of these, okay, these are my uncle's that I'm borrowing. Now these that are like stacked like this though, these are all mine. Actually, like mine that I got. So here we got here are my uncle's. So we got Punch Out, Contra, Ninja Turtles. Wait, is that no? That was Top Gun. This is Super Contra, Donkey Kong Classics, Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. Super Mario Bros. 3, Metroid, Punch Out, another Punch Out, Codename Viper, Rad Racer. Rad Racer is actually the only game that I have that Dallas also has. Yeah, that's his name, Dallas. My uncle's name. So this is another Super Contra Airwolf with amazing graphics that I didn't even know the NES could do. But I kind of figured. But anyways, Skate or Die and The Karate Kid, the game. And then here are mine. So we got Winter Games by Epic. So this game's boring. I don't really like it that much. But I'm not going to get rid of it, because what if it's worth something in the future? It's not worth very much now, but yeah. And by the way, I have taken it apart. But, I mean, the board is in amazing condition. Rad Racer. Yeah, I've taken apart some of them. Some of mine with the flatheads. We got my Red Racer from DK Oldies. It's a cosmetically flawed copy, but it works pretty good. Strider. I'm actually borrowing this from my grandparents, the same people that I got that broken SNES from. Tetris with the manual and an amazing little case here. I've actually made a video of this one. Got the manual, and it's really nice. Wheel of Fortune. This skin is actually pretty fun, even though I can never get them right, because I'm a kid. Look, I'm a 12-year-old boy in the 2020s, okay? Playing a game that with phrases that were intended for 80s adults, okay? So I suck at it. And then RC Pro Am, I got from DK Oldies, and then Kung Fu. These are two of my favorite NES games. These are very fun. And then the Zapper, which my uncle gave me, Dallas gave me. And then these two NES controllers, and then NES Max, and another NES controller. That makes 4 controllers. So I guess, but the NES Max is weird. It's just weird. I mean, it got crazy turbo, but other than that, I mean, I prefer just the basic controller. So yeah, that's in there. That's that in there. And I have one more thing. Down in here are some stuff. So we got these Nerf rivals. They're fully automatic or semi-automatic. I don't know. This thing, I'm pretty sure it's broken. It's a Simon Says thing. Take the 9-volt. Anyways, yeah, that NES RF cable. I can't remember if I've talked about this yet. I don't use it. I actually use the AV, but in that one video that I made hooking up an NES, I decided to use the RF because it'd just be better. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, here we got this like Caution Extreme Gaming inside that I got from someone. Can't remember. This is from. I'm also borrowing this from my uncle. One of his N64 controllers. He also gave me another one. Another N64 controller right here. There it is. Yeah, this is the box that the Wii Pro controller came in. So yeah, and also we got this like rumble pack by Performance and a memory card in it, and then we got this stuff that he got me. Now, we got all these N64 games. Got some pretty good ones. He has 3 Mario 64s and 2 GoldenEyes. Other than that, it's all one. So like this Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, I don't have an expansion pack, so I can't play this. And it's yellow. That's what tells you. I believe. Caden Griffey Jr.'s Slugblessed. I don't know. I'm not really into sports, so you know. GoldenEye, great first-person shooter. Another Mario 64. Star Fox 64. Mario 64. By the way, these are not mine. These are my uncle's. But every time he's come, I've asked him, "Do you want them back?" And he says no. Oh, this fell in there. From my Hot Wheels collection. Yeah, that's my Hot Wheels collection right there. It's all my cars. Yeah, and also we got some Xbox